I've said on many broadcasts that he should be the starting quarterback. I'm happy to finally say I'm here with Simon Nassar, the starting quarterback of the Toronto Varsity Blues. What was your upbringing like?
Upbringing was great. You know, I had two parents who were always looking out for me, no matter what. Two parents who taught me the value of $1. You know, they worked, 24 hours a day, but at the end of the day, they were always there for me. You know, my father, I see him work 16-hour days, and he'd always have time for me when he'd come home from work to throw the ball around or play street hockey or whatever it may be, just to hang out and watch TV with me. He was never too tired. And my mother, just like my father, she works 24-hour days and has more time for me than I can imagine. So as a child growing up, it was incredible. Couldn't have asked for more.
An upbringing for anyone can be tough. What were the challenges specifically for you growing up?
Challenges for me growing up, I had, like I said before, I had such great parents as a role model. Unfortunately, my father was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease when I was in elementary school. So right from a young age, I was forced to help pay the bills with the family. So like every other normal kid who'd have, a paper route or an hour or two job. I mean, like I had my first paper route, and my mom decided to give me 15 streets. So I was out there in the snow in January with 5 bags over my shoulders and 3 buggies, just trolling around, getting home at 9, 10 o'clock at night. And at the time, it was something I dreaded, but looking back on it now, it's something I'm actually very proud of, to say that I was able to help out my family, and I appreciate my mother for doing that, for pushing me to do that and help the family that way.
It had to be frustrating for you to come off the bench, save the team in games, and then year after year, up until this year, be a backup support player. How'd you channel that frustration?
I mean, it's hard. It's definitely one of those things. I mean, the easiest thing to say is that every week you got to mentally prepare yourself like you're the starter. So that's the way I carried myself. And the one thing I would say is my teammates around me. I couldn't have asked for a better group of guys in that room. When times were dark and things were looking down, they were the guys who were there to lift me up and say, "Simon, we got you. Like we know, we know that when your number's called, you're gonna go out there and perform, and we got your back." So the teammates around me are just absolutely incredible here.
You now are leading that huddle as a quarterback, but it wasn't long ago you were leading that huddle to the line of scrimmage as an offensive lineman. How do you go from an O-lineman, a center, to the guy under center?
Yeah, absolutely. When I started my football career in high school, I was a bit of a bigger guy. My junior football coach put me as a center, and I've always wanted to play quarterback. I always had a good arm, and the big thanks really goes out to my high school senior football coach, Mark Harrison. He saw something in me that he approached me and he said, "Listen, you can really do something with this if you take it seriously, because you got a lot of skills." So he was a guy who just challenged me, and I played my 2 senior years at quarterback, got recruited here, and now the rest is history. So really big thanks goes out to Coach Harrison at Lawrence Park.
You mentioned you guys are going to work this year as a family. Will this family be working into late October? There's been so much anticipation of playoff football around here. Is this going to be the year?
This is going to be the year. I mean, Coach Gary's instilled in our minds the last 8 months that all we have to do is believe in ourselves, and the rest will take care of itself. And you know what? I think we have the talent to do it. As long as we believe, the rest is going to take care of itself. We're going to do it one game at a time.
Well, your ability to fight for the last couple of years is going to give some kids the ability to watch the game and cheer for you, so congrats.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Thanks.